Some of you are gonna throw plastic balls at me in a minute. From your tree. Let me remind you again, we're doing this video because you wanted our help.
Oh my God, this is one of the biggest mistakes. I cannot believe I didn't put this earlier.
What is
this
it?
is a huge mistake that people make, and it is free to fix, okay? It's huge. It's huge.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna be so mad at me. They're gonna be so mad at me.
But you're so cute, it's hard to be mad at you. It's easy to be mad at me.
Okay, then you say it. Hello and welcome to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina, and my husband Jack and I, we're just hanging out, and it's like that moment right before the storm.
The calm before the storm. We have our coffee, but we know the storm is coming. We know the fun stuff is about to happen.
We do, and we're so excited because the holidays are basically upon us, and we have a whole bunch of deliveries happening. We've been prepping for quite a few weeks, actually,
definitely,
for our own holiday decor. And we were talking about some of the mistakes that we feel like we've made or we see other people make, and what kind of keeps us from getting that ideal, perfect Christmas decor in our homes. And so we thought we would share some of the tips and tricks that we've learned ourselves, and also things that we see other people doing.
We get the comments every single day from people saying, please, give us some advice on how to do Christmas decor. We want to take it to the next level. We want to make it feel like our own home, and we don't quite know how to do it.
These will be really helpful tips for you if you're trying to have that perfect, authentic to you holiday decor that will just feel so right. So I hope that you will find each of these tips super helpful.
We have a lot of great videos coming up soon. We cannot wait to share with you guys, so make sure you hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and then check out our playlist, because we have a holiday playlist from the last few years worth of stuff we've released that you can check out down below as well.
It's loaded with tips and tricks that you can check out now while we hurry up and decorate our own house.
Exactly.
So we can share that with you as well. So without further ado, let's jump into decorating mistakes you are making, and maybe us too. So yeah, let's jump in. Okay, mistake number one is actually pretty common. We see pretty often that people, they tend to just sort of superimpose Christmas and holiday decor on their house, and it's usually a traditional style, whether they have a traditional house or not. And a lot of times they just sort of, I don't know, it just feels like Christmas kind of puked on the house, and it feels like, I don't know, like it doesn't belong. It doesn't feel like it fits. It doesn't feel like the house was designed for the holiday decor. It just feels superimposed. One of the easiest things that you can do is to really take some time and think about your home and what style you actually have. Think about your own furniture. Think about the color palette that you have in your house, and think about the things that would help your home to feel more cohesive at the holidays, so that it doesn't feel like it was just like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like when you go to a fast food restaurant, they have a salad. And you're like, this doesn't make any sense. What are you doing?
Well, it does for those of us that like eating
I came
salads.
here for 9,000 calories worth of bacon, not for salad. And I think sometimes that's what it feels like. It feels like the home, like a box was delivered.
I think it's a little bit more like going to an Asian restaurant and getting served chicken fingers. Like, it's like that.
Yeah, it's like this jarring, like, whoa, what? That's not what belongs here.
It's like, that's not what I was expecting. And so I think that it's actually a lot of fun. So you can think about those pieces of furniture, and you can start building your Christmas decor off of those core pieces. And that way, when you bring it out year after year, you have a really solid core of things, and you're able to then take that style, whether you have a traditional home, you have a contemporary home, whether it's mid-century modern, if it's farmhouse, whatever it is, your decor now, you just sort of start building it over time and creating a cohesive look that you'll be able to enjoy. The next mistake that we see people making all the time, and we are 100% guilty of this ourselves, and that is using the same decor year after year. In the past, we would just pull out the same stuff every single year, and
it was kind of mindless. Like, we would literally just grab the totes. They were labeled Christmas on them. We grab the totes, you don't even think about it. You're just like hanging ornaments. And next thing you know, and there's nothing, I mean,
I would usually,
we did that for a long time.
I would usually have like a color palette for the year. I might go and buy red, you know, the little ball ornaments or something like that. I would have like a color that I would just try to infuse into the space, but I wasn't really thinking through, this doesn't go. Like it doesn't
It was very
look
passive.
right.
Half the time you just pull out the same stuff and just put it up there and without even thinking about, what do I actually want this year?
Yeah, I think it's important because I think a lot of times we feel like we have to pull it all out, that it's like the one time of year that you go down, you pull out all the bins. I've started to sort even just through what we have in those bins. And then a few times I got rid of stuff and I kind of regretted it because the year after that, I was in a completely different mood at the holidays. And so I wanted something totally different and I would have used some of that. So what I've started to do is just sort out what I have and what I'm gonna use this year. And then I just keep the rest put away in storage.
Yeah, but you do that. What I've seen you do is that you store and then you kind of rotate, and after a few years, if we haven't used it in a few years, then we're finally like, maybe it's time to get rid of it.
Exactly.
I mean, there are some collectibles, there are some really precious ornaments we have, which we all have, that we never want to get rid of. They just may not see the light of day anytime soon.
Or they may be on the back of the tree.
Yes.
I kind of alluded to this one before, and I see that a lot of people don't create a color palette. And I think that that's something that is really, really easy to do, especially if you do want to pull out a lot of what you already have. The easiest way to make everything feel cohesive is to just go buy a couple boxes of one colored ornament, one of the little, they always call them baubles in the UK. What do we call those here? The little round, just ornaments.
Balls.
Balls, like
Christmas balls.
This doesn't sound right.
Doesn't.
The spheres. That doesn't sound right
Christmas
either.
spheres.
It's just weird. I don't know. They're the balls. That's what we always call them as kids. So if you go and you buy a big pack of those, it's really inexpensive. It's not something that's going to cost you a lot of money. Go buy a pack of all the same color, or you can even, if you have some that maybe aren't the color that you want, take them out in the backyard and I don't know, it's like, I can see, right, she's, what is she gonna say? I'm not gonna kill them.
Destroy them!
We're gonna spray paint
Kill
them.
the spheres.
We're gonna spray paint them. Spray paint what you already have.
You did a DIY on that last year.
I think I did.
You like poured some glue in them or something. It did glitter and other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to get those colors that you maybe don't see anywhere else if you just play with it a little bit.
I think it's fun too to match your ribbon to the ornaments. They don't have to match perfectly. You just have like your palette. I always say a color palette because otherwise if you want everything in one color, first of all, it'll stress you out trying to find the exact color. And second of all, it's gonna look really flat. So a color palette that really looks nice with everything that you have works well with maybe some cushions, or maybe you switch out your cushions this time of year. I love going to places like Amazon and H&M and finding some pillow covers and just switching out what you have, matching the ribbons. I shop a lot. I've already shopped a lot on Amazon this year for beautiful ribbons and wrapping paper, and you can just kind of create this little cohesive color palette that is breathtaking, and it really doesn't cost you hardly anything.
And it sounds limiting, but what it actually does, it gives you unbelievable amount of freedom. Because you literally have your colors and you just look at stuff and you're like, if it's not on this palette, I'm not gonna use it. So I think it makes life a lot easier.
It does actually. Sometimes I'm like, no, I'm in the store and I'm like, that's cute, but I don't need that.
Yeah.
I agree, that does actually help.
Yeah.
See, you're saving us money. I'm saving us money.
I'm saving money, you're spending it.
Yeah.
Let me remind you again, we're doing this video because you wanted our help.
You asked for this.
You asked for this one.
Okay. Oh, Louie's like, what's she doing?
I know, he loves it when she has the evil laugh.
Poor doggy. Hi, baby. Hi.
Aww.
Did you hear my evil laugh?
He's like, I love the evil
Look
laugh.
at you. You're naked. Where's your Christmas sweater? Where's your Christmas
He's
sweater?
like, I'm ashamed. I'm naked.
Hi. I think that a lot of people end up using way too much faux greenery. I think that it just looks...
Faux.
Yeah, it really does.
Faux show. It looks faux.
Faux show. I think that it just ends up looking just kind of fake, and there's just something, it just doesn't feel authentic. And I think for us, because he has a pine allergy, we of all people understand that sometimes
Oh, yeah.
you just need some faux greenery in your house. And sometimes it is a challenge to find something really amazing. Now, we've ordered some stuff from Terrain,
Yes.
which is also in partnership with Anthropology. So I will leave you links below to the stuff that we have found. We have found some amazing trees and greenery this year.
Yeah, and you guys keep asking for it. If you've watched the gift guides, I'm getting literally comment after comment. Where'd you get the faux greenery from? Because it looks amazing. We get it. We decorate early. A lot of you decorate earlier. And you don't want it to be a fire hazard by the mid part of November.
Yes.
So we understand that.
Yeah.
But there are some fun ways. I think you can definitely buy really nice faux, which doesn't look as faux.
Yeah, definitely check back from our videos from last year, because even the year before, I've done a lot of videos in the past about how to use faux and then add in some live greenery, different ways to jazz it up, because we'll be talking about that more in the coming days. But even if you do have a little bit of faux, I think you can buy some really, really nice faux greenery these days, but you can also jazz up what you have and make it look even better. I think another big mistake is not layering on the cozy factor. I think that that's really important. I feel like people go one of two directions. It's either really, really sloppy and I gave up, and there's just like fuzzy blankets everywhere, and you're just like, oh God, I don't know. This is too comfortable for me.
Yeah.
I need some structure somewhere here. Or it's just cold and stiff and there's like nothing that really warms up the space and makes it feel inviting. I think there's somewhere in the middle, which is where we try to land all the time, where it feels approachable, it feels festive, but it also feels cozy, because this is where, like even here, we always have extra blankets and things. It's a good time of year to add a basket and some really cozy blankets so that you can cozy up on the sofa and watch all your favorite movies. It's really important to have that cozy factor. So we add always a lot of blankets.
Yeah.
We add a lot of candles, a lot. I feel like ever since living in Scandinavia, we've always done more candles than ever before. And I think you can dim the lights, and there's just all those kinds of things that create ambiance. And I think that that's basically free. You probably already have some candles in your house, you probably already have some blankets, but you really just want to bring that sort of ambiance into your space, instead of like decor and decor.
Santa body pillows, like you want to.
And onesies, I don't know, it's just not our thing. The kids love them though, honestly. Oh my God, this is one of the biggest mistakes. I cannot believe I didn't put this earlier. This is a huge mistake that people make, and it is free to fix, okay? It's huge. It's huge. I'm not kidding. I'm not fronting. It's big.
What? What is it?
So many people do not realize that you can move your furniture.
No, you cannot. Once you place furniture in a home, until the day you die, it stays there.
It does not, and especially in our house. I mean, I know
our
we
stuff
move it a
has wheels
lot.
on it, guys. I install wheels on every piece of furniture. They're on Roombas. They just move themselves around.
Okay, that's like not
That would
true,
actually
but
be so
yeah,
cool.
that's a
Remote
pretty good
control.
idea. Yeah. Seriously though, you do not have to have the same room layout. A lot of times, people just literally leave their furniture wherever it was and just stick the tree in, and it's
We went to
so
someone's house
awkward.
recently and the tree was there, and so I'm like on the couch like this because the tree's hanging over the couch. And I'm like, move the couch. You're okay.
It's okay. You can move it back. You
Got like sap on my face from the limb, and it's like, move the tree, move something.
So seriously, think about your room layout, because we always change the room layout for the holidays. The room shifts around. Things leave the room. Things come into the room.
Yeah.
We think about the fact that we're gonna have more people in the house than normal. So we might bring in some extra chairs that Jack is putting together right now.
Right now, as soon as this video's over. So, but part of that comes from pre-planning. Like we know, but like we're gonna start decorating today, most likely, and we know
We've
which.
already gone on to the next one. and not pre-planning is one of the biggest mistakes that people
Yeah.
make. So you just segued us perfectly.
Yeah, because I think the plan helps you understand where to do with the furniture, because we know which room we're going to open presents in. One of the things that her family brought into my life is stockings that are the size of small trucks. So you plan things out.
Yes.
And then you're like, we're gonna need more room to sit here.
Yes, we're gonna need more chairs. We're gonna need to lay this room out a little differently. So we do a lot of pre-planning. So we're kind of mushing these two together, but pre-planning out the room, the way that it's laid out, pre-planning, pre-planning goes into a lot more than just the room design. I think that there's a lot of panic buying at the end. So a couple people were like, oh, you have Christmas at your house already? And we're like, Christmas was here before Halloween ended.
Yeah, we pulled the Christmas out for the Halloween photos.
Yes, we actually really did, okay? So we are a little bit further ahead than most people because we want to get ideas out to you guys early enough for you to be able to enjoy them and to be able to utilize them this year. But yeah, I mean, we plan pretty far in advance because we know that things are going to sell out. We know that things are... I don't want to only be able to purchase what's available at my local store. I may need to order some stuff. I am going to order some stuff. And if I can't find what I want, I'm probably going to DIY it. So a lot of that comes in from planning and having an idea of what I really want and just really enjoying executing that full design. I think another big mistake that people make is that they don't empty the room. Emptying your room completely is one of the best things that you can do for yourself because you need to feel the space. You'll get new ideas from it as you're shifting things around and getting it all prepped for the season. I do think that by clearing everything out, it gives you the space to see the architecture of your room, to understand what you're working with, and to envision something new for your space. But I know that a lot will come back in.
Yeah.
But I think then you can see how to mix it together a little bit better so that you feel like, okay, I don't want the walls to feel like they're coming in on me at the holidays. I don't like that feeling. So that's a personal decor decision. I think it actually is really helpful. I feel like I'm going below the belt again and people are gonna be so mad at me. They're gonna be so mad at me.
But you're so cute, it's hard to be mad at you. It's easy to be mad at me.
Okay, then you say it.
Ooh, this one is below the belt. God, I don't know. Let's see if Louie will say it. I love Louie.
Oh. Okay, go for it.
Some of you are gonna throw plastic balls at me in a minute. From your tree. This next one is not investing in nice things.
Are we just gonna drop the mic?
I gotta go. Bye.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's totally him. I'm blaming him. Okay, but it is true. I think a lot of times we get to where we decorate the easy way. And I think that it is a little bit of a shame to only ever buy plastic ornaments because you're afraid they'll break. Like I was talking about earlier, the greenery that we bought this year is so much nicer than anything we've ever owned. It's incredible.
And honestly, I wish we'd done it earlier because over the years we've tried so many of the less expensive that we could have just bought the better stuff to start with.
Yeah.
And it would have been a better investment.
Totally. And I've got some other things that I've ordered from Amazon. So stay tuned because I'm going to share with you my impressions of those in the coming days. But I think it's important to have just some core items like that greenery. It doesn't matter what style we ever change to, it's going to come back out every single time. Stockings might be something that we might change up. Some people are huge traditionalists. If you're gonna pull out the same stockings every single year, you need to get something that isn't gonna fall apart. I think it's really important.
It's a really good formula to think about. If you're wanting something to last over multiple years, invest.
Yeah.
If you want it just for this year, you're just like, I just want a few of these, whatever, then you don't have to invest as much.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you have to, but that's one of the things we've done is we've gone with more timeless and more legacy pieces for kind of the core.
Yeah.
And then we can play around with some of the other stuff.
And finally, I think that it's super important to remember the reason for the season. I know that does sound a little bit cheesy, but I think so often when I go over to somebody's house and I just feel like everyone is stressed out at the holidays. They don't seem to be having a whole lot of fun. And they're just stressed out about having people in their home. They're stressed out about the decor and getting it perfect and everything has to be just right. And I think the most important thing is to remember that this time of year, for some of you, you're not even gonna celebrate Christmas. I mean, we lived in Morocco and they didn't celebrate Christmas there. And I think for us, it gave us a really big perspective on the season itself and what's really important about it. And from that point forward for us, we just realized it's about family time. It's about being together. For us, the being home, I'm gonna get all teary-eyed and stuff. Oh my gosh, I can't even This time of year, the most important thing isn't that the decor is perfect, but that it's perfect for you and it's for your life and it's for your family and it's something that should enhance your life. It shouldn't be stressful. You can throw a party. We could throw a party in 5 minutes. We could literally open the door in 5 minutes and pull out some little cheeses and some crackers and lay something out and entertain.
Yeah.
And the reason that I've gotten to this point is it's not important that it's perfect. Do I enjoy fussing over all the details? I do. I love planning out the tree and moving the furniture and getting it all prepped. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that we're trying to work towards an experience for ourselves and for our family.
Yeah.
And ultimately, when things aren't perfect, we don't care. If things get spilled, if an ornament gets broken, it doesn't matter because we're here. And we're together, and that's a precious thing. So
yeah, these 9 tips and this one, the 10th, these tips are really just meant to help you create your ideal Christmas. Like that's what we do, is simply we think through, what do we want that morning to feel like when the kids come running down the stairs? What do we want it to feel like when your parents pull up that day for brunch and Christmas presents in the afternoon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the decor simply facilitates that.
Yeah.
So we don't take it too seriously.
Yeah,
like we
I
really,
think
really
about
don't.
the laying on the couch on the days before or leading up and afterwards, and just that sort of festive, that sort of ambiance that we talked about. I think that is the most important thing. And when you focus on that, it'll make all your decisions so much less stressful, and you should be able to enjoy your home. I can't wait.
I know.
I can't wait. What a gift. I think it's amazing. So yeah, we're gonna finish off our little coffees here, and Jack's gonna go find his Santa hat, and we are legit gonna start decorating our home and getting it ready.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Let's definitely create that moment.
Yeah, so make sure you hit subscribe. We're going to have a full home tour coming up. We're working on each of the kids' rooms and the full house.
Yeah, and if you need more gift ideas, look down below. You'll see a link to our gift guide playlist that just came out over the last few days. We have gift guides for every single thing you can think of. Luxury, budget, him, her, the whole thing. So make sure you check those out as well.
Also, we'll also leave a link to our Amazon store because a lot of you were saying that a lot of the stuff had sold out. So we have links to our Amazon store, and I pin constantly to Pinterest. So I'm gonna leave links for both of those places because those are 2 easy places that you could also shop if you find that some of the stuff is sold out. That way there's plenty of choices, and I've been addicted possibly to
the Amazon store has gotten big.
It has. I'm like, I gotta stop, and I'm like, ooh, just a couple more things.
So click down below and you will have so much fun.
Yes, so thank you guys so much for stopping in, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Over the years, I guess Louis agrees.
I guess so. We got 42 wreaths and 17,000 lights. So
cue Christmas. Woo!
Need some helpers. I really need some helpers.
We're just gonna keep our kids out of school for illness.
Yes, they're not feeling well.
We're not really doing that.
Why do they smell like faux pine? I don't know.
No we are not actually doing that. We really are kidding. We're seriously actually kidding.
Yeah, we really are kidding. We take that very seriously.
They actually were sick yesterday.
They're really gonna be sick tomorrow when the boxes come up. For the World Series parade.
He's actually trying to push you
He's trying to push me off the couch. The dog is trying to kill me on live video.
He's like, you are in my way.
He's like, I don't like you. Oh my God, that's the most evil look he's ever given me. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Here, you just relax, okay?